Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video and another 200% lead level 10 links video. We're doing probably one of my most anticipated ones and one that is probably going to be my favorite for a hot minute. And that is of course the EZA transforming cooler. 90%, rainbow isn't going to make too much of a difference, but as you can see, level 10 links, one of the current best units and best EZAs in Dokkan right now, and we're going to try them out fully maxed out links. So don't forget to drop like, subscribe if you're new. I even went and checked a previous video of his EZA when it initially dropped to see what he's putting out turn 1, and it was around about 5.3. So now we have every single link active with this EZA Tech Final Form Cooler, but we have no support. Pre-super, before we've even picked up an orb, and considering he's going to be stacking his defense the entire time, and then eventually once he transforms, stacking his attack, we're starting with 612k attack stat and 238k defense. Again, he's going to be stacking his defense pre-transformation, so having over 200k defense turn 1 is pretty good. So at level 10 links, in terms of what he's getting, Brutal Beatdown is giving us attack plus 15%. Metamorphosis is recovers 5% HP and attack and defense plus 10%. Big Bad Boss is of course that all important extreme link. Attack and defense plus 25% with no HP condition. Universe's most malevolent attack plus 20%. Strongest clan in space, all enemies minus 10% defense, key plus 2. Thirst for Conquest, attack and defense plus 15%. And Fierce Battle, which is attack plus 20%. Well, that extra defense is definitely showing. Definitely showing. But I reckon that 5.3 million attacks that he started with on the initial EZA video is definitely going to jump up a whole bunch once he supers. So 5.3, turn 1, no support, without level 10 links. With level 10 links, 6.4. That is a whole 1.1 million extra on his attack stat, which is crazy. He literally now starts with over a 6 million attack stat. And again, this is a man who once post-transformation will then stack attack. That is pretty good. For someone who's going to be stacking defense and can even tank Broly's basics, and with a Whis active, tank his super attacks. And by the time you get to Broly in red zone, you'll be on like 5 to 600k defense. Being able to put out that type of damage before you've even transformed, before you get to like the more offensive version of himself, over 6 million is insane. Considering how good he can be defensively, as I said, this guy can tank double digits, no item against red zone Broly, where he has type survive with 500-600k defense, and then with a Whis, once he supers, should be able to tank a super as well, just about, but still be able to tank one. And this man, pre-transformation on the more kind of support side of things and the more defensive version of him pre-transformation, is putting out 6.4 million. Turn 1, no stack up on the attack yet, and he's putting out 6.4 million attack stat. That's crazy. That's crazy. I want to see what he's putting out with kind of the usual setup you're going to be looking at, which is of course him with the LR Final Form Cooler. So of course, he's also given out that Terrifying Conqueror support, which he also gets himself. So without Brutal Beatdown, which at level 10 means we're missing what, attack plus 10%? No, 15%. So we're going to lose a little bit of our attack stat. But on a typical rotation, so there's 5, 6, 7 pre-super. Of course, we've been stacking defense. We didn't get no additionals. But for one super with level 10 links, he's already on 300k defense, which is enough to handle the majority, if not all of the red zone bosses on basics in the game. Any additionals along the way, of course, is even better. So he goes down to 5.9, literally just under 6 mil for losing Brutal Beatdown, which is still very good. Literally just under 6 mil without Brutal Beatdown is still good. Again, considering, you know, if you do lower the target enemy's attack or defense, he can get an additional. You have dupes in, he can additional again. So pretty much a 6 million attack stat every time he super attacks while stacking defense. He can do some serious damage again. Especially if you do manage to lower the enemy's attack or defense, get that additional come off as well and super. Of course, the extra part that's so nice, he's going to stack up his defense, which is exactly what you want in harder content. But then the amount of damage he can do with pretty much a 6 million attack stat every time he supers, if he does triple super in a turn, and especially if any crits come along the way as well, that's some pretty insane damage output, especially for the more defensive side of the EZA transforming cooler. he's generally insane. As I said, this is probably going to be one of my most favorite level 10 links 200% lead videos I've done for a while. Just because he links so well with one of the best units in the game, he supports one of the best units in the game in LR Final Form Caller, and some other units around it, but mainly him. And also he stacks defense, so he becomes an absolute defensive machine in red zone as well, even against Broly. And then we haven't even transformed him yet to watch him start dishing out and start stacking his attack stats. Okay, so we've got the support active from you with the Wicked Bloodline support or the Terrifying Conqueror support. 6 to 8 pre-super, 421k defense with 3 stacks, 2 or 3 stacks. We've had no additional supers yet. So what is he putting out with some extra support? Pre-transformation. The defense is obviously looking very good. So what's he putting out on super? 6.5 mil. 6.5 mil. If he had Brutal Beatdown active as well, you're looking at close to 7, if not 7 million, which is insane. So if he was to have Brutal Beatdown and the support, if he had Brutal Beatdown active at level 10 links and the support, he's putting out around about 7 mil. 7 million, and he hasn't even started stacking attack yet. Damn. Damn. There was a reason why I rushed to level 10 link this guy. He's already ridiculous without level 10 links. Like, honestly, he's already one of the best EZA. I say one of the best. He is the best EZA in the game without level 10 links. You give him level 10 links, and it's actually crazy how better he gets, even though he's already the best. Like, he's staying on that top spot for a while. He is definitely going to be staying on that top spot for a while. He is generally amazing. I didn't think he could get that much better with level 10 links. Of course, most of his level 10 links, as we've already gone through, all of his links are level 10, give him a whole bunch of attack. The extra defense is definitely noticeable as well. You know, just over 230k defense turn 1 with no stack ups on the defense whatsoever. So he starts off with some very, very good defense at level 10 links. Like, it's noticeable. But the amount of offense he gains, because the amount of offensive links he has, like Brutal Beatdown, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Fierce Battle, all of them at level 10 give him a whole bunch of offensive power. And he hasn't even started stacking his attack just yet, because we haven't even transformed him. As I said, he's already the best EZA in the game. At level 10 links, it's crazy how much better he gets. Let's transform him. Now let's start stacking the attack. Let's watch him get a bit juicier. So again, we're missing Brutal Beatdown, but this is typically the rotation you'll see. This is also, he's one of the main reasons why I ended up completing the extreme mission. Of course, LR Final Form Caller was the main reason, but let's not forget as well, you transform this guy near the end as you're about to kind of go for the kill on the Red Zone Broly. Don't forget, he'll be stacking up. He won't stack hardly at all, but he starts off, I think, with just over 7 million attacks out of our level 10 links, and he's going to be critting the entire time. Well, here he's going to be critting the entire time as well, because of course, Goku's a pure Saiyan. But think about how much damage he can do to Broly when he's critting him the entire time, and any additionals that come off from the dupe system, and of course the built-in additionals on his passive. He could potentially super attack 4 times in one turn against Broly, and he already does insane amounts of damage against Broly after his EZA anyway. Now with level 10 links, to think how much damage he can do now because of the guaranteed crits is kind of insane. So of course, he goes up to the key +4 and attack and defense plus 200% from the 130. So he's already got an extra 70% attack and defense. We've been stacking his defense anyway. So on 382k defense, which obviously isn't the best, but still we don't really stack him that much defensively. And he has a 608k attack stat. And now we're going to start stacking the offense. Along with having those guaranteed crits, because of course Goku is a pure Saiyan enemy. We have those 2 guaranteed additionals with both a 30% chance of becoming a super attack. He's 90% dupe system, so we could also get another additional come off. We could see him super attack 4 times in one turn. 6.38. Maybe he got super attacked and had his defense. I think did he get supered? I don't think he did, but 5.96 million crit. Jesus Christ. Almost a 6 mil crit as soon as he's been transformed. That's crazy. That is crazy. By the way, if you're wondering why I decided to bring a 200% lead of the LR Final Form Caller and also the Meta Caller, it's just so I didn't have, like, it's so I didn't fly through the event too quickly. Because otherwise, with the EZA and 2 LR Final Form Callers, we're literally just going to run through this event, which means we can't really get Caller going all too much. And I really want to see how he gets going once he's stacked up a bit, pre and post transformation. But damn, like, this Caller of level 10 links is generally dangerous. Like I said, he's already the best EZA in the game. Like, how do you get so much better? Like, he only gets a little bit defensively, but it's noticeable. As I said, over 200k defense. And then not only that, offensively, he gets a big boost. Big boost. As I said, pre-transformation starts with like 5 mil, I think. What did I say? Like 5.3, 5.4 mil. And then you look at him now with level 10 links pre-transformation, we're talking like 6 mil, or just over 6 mil of all of his links active. I think, actually, no, we're going to get a Dokkan attack, so I'm actually going to rotate the LR off. So now we have that Brutal Beatdown link active, so we're getting an extra 15% attack, along with every other link that's active. Again, no support. 852 pre-super, which is insane. Almost 500k defense with no support. We're going to get a Dokkan attack as well, which means this is going to do some insane amounts of damage, especially with a guaranteed crit. What's the number at the bottom? 7.1. The number at the bottom is 7.1. With that Brutal Beatdown link active, 7.1 million attack stat. Now, don't forget as well, level 10 links, once this guy's transformed, you might be sitting there being like, oh, but you know, you lose the support. Don't forget, if you have him, and I really do hope he's EZA'd if you do have him, he's very viable in harder content. You can bring the EZA Cool EZA with you, and he will support Wicked Bloodline category allies. So even if you transform him and you're like, oh damn, I've lost EZA transforming Cool as support, he can still get it from Cool EZA while he's stacking his attack and defense the entire event as well. So don't forget that. You can realistically in Red Zone get the support off as well to make this guy pop off even more, including LR Final Form Cooler on top of that. But considering this video is about the EZA transforming Cooler, you can also supply him with support within Red Zone as well. You have Cool EZA, you also have Tech Gen Ember if you give him enough orbs, you also have Garlic Jr. The support is possible in Red Zone, so he can pop off even more, giving himself extra attack and defense. And again, against Broly, where this guy can potentially super attack 3-4 times, depending on how many dupes you have in him to get the 4th. And then having support with him as well, with the guaranteed crits, means this guy's going to pop off a whole bunch with level 10 links. And of course, those crits popping off against Broly, on top of the support. Speaking of support, all links active, and the support from this guy right now, we're on 1.15 pre-super on 533k defense. What's he putting out on super? What's he putting out? Because again, he's been stacking a few times as well. Not a whole bunch, because we haven't really got any additionals. 8.2 mil. 8.2 million. And any additional supers that happen, again, he has the potential with 3 of them. There's another one, 8.5 mil. So he's going to go up pretty much between 2 to 300k every time. If he gets his additionals, we're talking almost 9 mil off one turn. Oh my god, he's actually really going for it. 8.87. If he gets one more additional, I think we're pretty much on 9 million already. And he's only supered twice before this. I mean, we didn't get it, but think of how much raw damage he did there. Like, again, think about how hard Broly hits and how difficult Broly is still. And then think about this guy popping off with level 10 links. Think about him popping off with like a 7 to 8 million attack stat, stacking up every single time he additional supers, and critting him every single time. We're talking 4, 5, 6 million crits all together. Think about the amount of damage that will directly be done to Broly off of one rotation of this guy stacking up on every single additional and critting on every single time he supers and raising his attack each time as well. The crits are only going to do more and more damage. Honestly, it is actually generally ridiculous how much of a step up this EZA transforming Cooler with level 10 links is. Like, it's actually insane. It's kind of a shame you lose the Brutal Beatdown link, because that extra 15% attack definitely does show, definitely prior to transforming, but he still puts out some very good numbers pre-transformation offensively, considering he's there to support and stack up his defense. And once he transforms, man, it just... We literally almost got to a 9 million attack stat because of all the additional super attacks we got in one turn with support. Honestly, he's easily the best EZA in the game for a hot minute, especially if you have him at level 10 links. Alright, no support, he's stacked up. This is going to be the final rotation we show. He's on 1.64. 1.64 million with no support. That's crazy. That is crazy. Just for the sake of the video, pop off with the extra 3 additionals. Just for the sake of the video, you missed one last time. Just pop off with all 3 additionals. Super attack 4 times. 8.3 no support. So we've come down a little bit. We've come down by like, I think 500k. There's 1. There's 2. Back up to 866 already. Again, 4.2 million crit. I said the amount of raw damage this guy can directly do because of the guaranteed crits when you think about the amount of pure Saiyan enemies in the game is generally ridiculous. 8.9.5. Come on, get the third one. Get the third one. Get the 4. Get the full 4 super attacks. 4.7 mil crit. Unfortunately, we didn't get it again. But we would have been over 9 million without support. Again, think about the amount of raw damage he's actually doing to enemies who are pure Saiyan enemies because of... Actually, all Hybrid Saiyan enemies, but pure Hybrid Saiyan enemies because of the guaranteed crit. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I'm tempted to go back into Red Zone and just use him there. Just see how much better he does. Because he's already amazing in there. Especially against Broly, who's like... Yes, ends up... Once you transform him, he ends up becoming like... An absolute mill to him. That's like his best bet. You're a pure Saiyan enemy, but... Someone he has type of disadvantage against and has one of the hardest hitting supers in the game. Just go eat him up. Like, eat him up. Damn. As I said, he's already one of the best EZAs in the game with level 10 links. That's going to be hard displacing him, man. He is dope. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Easily the best EZA in the game. Level 10 links by far. The best EZA in the game. There's no displacing Cooler. He is the best. But I'll see you in the next video, guys. And peace.